customers a piece, they get $100, they get $600. You're gonna make $600 from them, one time. You yourself needs to get the 5, get the 150, that's 900, I'm sorry, not 900, that's 750 there. $750. Now, Miss Anita, Don thought you are not joining the business for making $750. You understand? He buys him dinner for $750. That's right. That's his ticket for the thing. Don't post this. I've got to say some other stuff that are not going to be kosher.
I'll edit it later.
Secret things, huh?
It's just for our training purpose only.
Okay, so $750 is fantastic. I need you to get that out of the way, out of your mind, out of the thing, and you don't even speak about it. You understand? Because this is not your game. Your game is here. I'm going to show you where your game is going to be, because you're that level player that you need to get to that game there. So $750 is what you made to go to regional. This is you as a regional consultant. Regional consultant, if you do the 2x2 method, there, if you brought the 2 people in, you're gonna make a little less, of course. You're gonna make about $1,800 as compared to $5,000. Normally, if you bring 18 people all together, 18 people that you brought in yourself, so 18 people at $310 a piece, multiplied by 18, how much is that money, guys? It's 43 something. You want somebody to do the math when I'm going the thing. So 310, that's a double bonus time frame, 18 people. 5580. Okay. You guys can do that in your heartbeat. Overnight, you can get 18 consultants in the business. If you have access to the customers. So say Don and Andy becomes really gracious and says, hey, Don, we're gonna give you an apartment complex, and you're gonna take this apartment complex and get yourself a senior consultant. Or you find your apartment complex. You go find somewhere in double customer territory and kill it. Go hit every door in the world, whatever it is, what you need to do. I don't know what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna do what you do. Whatever it takes, because you're in a non-deregulated area. You didn't come to Illinois to just lollygag. You came there to get customers. Every day you're gonna go get customers, you're gonna get 40, 50, 60 customers. Guess what? You need 18 consultants and 90 customers. 90 if you give them 5 each, or you need 54 if you give them 3. This is at 5 each. 3 each, it's 54. On a time and a half, we do this. On a double time, we do this. 18 consultants. So your concept should be 6 consultants immediately, really quickly, as a marketing consultant regional. 18 consultants in your regional code to get to senior consultant. Until then, you don't get to call me. You can call me. I'm just saying that you don't, because I will help you after you go to senior consultant. I'll help you go to executive consultant. That's my job. To get you to senior, that's their job. Does that make sense? That's Andy and Todd can do that all day long. They can do that. They're doing it themselves. So they'll take you there. But here, when you go to senior consultant, I'll help you personally to get you to executive consultant as quickly as possible. The time track is going to be about 5 months to 6 months time frame. It's hardcore. You can ask Becky. I kill her every week. With the work pressure, with the work stuff. She's an insurance agent full time. She's making 6 figures in the insurance business. How did she find time to become an executive consultant in energy? It's hard. I ran Wayne hard. He went to senior, reluctantly. Reluctantly, he was happy being a regional. Did you get stretched? Did you get stretched a little bit to go to senior?
No.
You didn't?
No.
You didn't feel like you got stretched at all?
He's already stretched.
Huh?
He's already stretched.
But he did. He was working full time, doing his business and things, but he had to put in some effort. On Saturdays, I would come up here and work with Wayne. We would get a few consultants in the business, get some customers and things, get him bonus time, get him to senior consultant. Very last consultant was Wayne, or not Gary. Gary Carroll came in with the 18th consultant in the business, and that's why you guys are here. You understand? Under Wayne.
Right.
Yep.
So guess what? These 18 people made him a bunch of money. He actually promoted by putting most of it. Is all of it yours? Or
RC.
18 wide, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all mine.
All 18 wide. He made a bunch of money, but only one leg survived. Gary Carroll. None of his 23 other people survived the business. He didn't have time to work with them. And they were not good quality candidates either.
Right.
There were some duds. So make that $5,500 plus that $750. Well, how much did you make so far?
63, something like that.
63 something?
Mhm.
Okay, Don, your boat's not floating yet.
No,
$6,300, right? 6,300. So this is RC MC pay, MCRC, MC to RC, RC to SC pay. All right. Now SC, you've got to build 5 SCs. This is what Andy is going to be doing right now. She's on his way to build that 5 senior consultants for him to go. Exactly.
Easy.
This is what Becky's almost done with. She's building 1 more SC and she's done. Okay.
So for SC, you build 5 RCs.
Nope,
No,
SCs,
no,
5
SCs.
SCs. To go,
So what
5
we do-
SCs.
To
to-
go executive.
And that's
okay.
just an RC,
Gotcha,
as,
okay.
Let
yeah.
me grab that other file. Oh, you've got 2 of these.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you have that 18.
I didn't take the.
I'll grab one, don't worry.
That's
So 5 SCs, I'm gonna explain this to
Okay.
you in just a second. 5 SCs is this, 5 people who also need 24 consultants underneath them. So there's 24 here, 24 here, 24 here, 24 here, 24. So why is 24? This is requiring you, here what? 6.
Mhm.
6.
Plus,
Here,
18.
plus 18 is what?
24.
people.
Yeah.
So each consultant that you're gonna have to build to senior consultant
Right.
requires 24 consultants.
Right.
Right, okay.
So that diagram that I gave you guys shortens this. This is 100 and, this is what,
8.
24 multiplied by 5 is
109.
120 consultants, isn't it?
yeah,
All right. So 120 consultants, and you
Right.
wanted the numbers, so I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
exact numbers.
Mhm.
120 consultants at 5 customers apiece is what?
600
customers.
customers.
So right now, Andy's work is to get 600 customers, sir. If Andy gets 600 customers, Becky gets 600 customers, Wayne gets 600 customers, they're all gonna be executive consultant. 600 customers distributed within the 120 consultants.
Right.
Now, this is just the pure number that Ambit requires.
Right.
This is not what happens in the business. though. When you have an organic organization,
Right,
this is not what you're gonna hit. You're gonna be, from here to here is 144 consultants. And from here to here, you're 30 here, you are 90 here, that's 120. You are a total of 720 customers. If you just did the pure numbers and didn't go, you position people properly, all right? If you did the positioning game, you could be EC with 144 consultants and 720 customers. You're an executive consultant. This money here, if you did it organically, it would be about 60K. Here, this is when you actually realize that Ambit Energy can relieve you from your day job. right?
Yep.
I sold my newspaper here. I had not, when I sold my newspaper, I had 1 SC. I didn't have 4 SCs. This was December of 2013. Okay. The other SCs, I didn't build my SCs until the last SC came in April of 2014. So I started working full-time in Ambit after I got my first SC. That's when I realized, like, you know what? This could work.
Mm-hmm.
This could happen. I suddenly have a senior consultant. I'm a senior, and I suddenly have a senior consultant in my business under my SC code.
Can't leave
Then I
till
realized, and my check was
you can't
and
leave
in
till after
August,
season.
August of building this thing, August of 2013, my check was $4,200 a month. Okay. After I popped my first SC, it went to $9,700 that month. 1 month.
Wow.
so, before you went senior consultant, or at senior?
At senior consultant,
Yeah.
I was a senior building. So here to here took me 4 months to get 6 people.
Yep.
It took me here to here, or RC to SC, took me 22 days.
Yep.
So I was a dumbass for the first 4 months. And I mean, I'm still a dumbass, brother.
Well, we all make mistakes.
We are.
Yeah.
I didn't
You learned, and then
consider
you
this
moved
anything.
forward,
I didn't
yeah.
want to listen to anybody. I ran $15,000 worth of ads in newspapers and radio to get 1 customer. Hardly anything, nothing happened out of 15 grand.
Not very cost effective.
It's not the way to do this
No.
business. Okay, I thought that this is the way to bring in customers. No, it doesn't work like that. So here to here was 4 months. This here to here was 22 days, and here to here was, I would say, 8 months.
Okay.
April to, yeah, that's at December, I went full time, I think. So 8 months time frame, the rest of the business was happening. So the income went from 4,200 here, before this, just coming up to here, popping first SC 9,700, not residual income. I'm talking about commission money.
Yep,
Just
bonus,
commission money.
yep.
And I did an entirely organic business. At that time, it was $459 to join the business. I could not buy anybody in.
No, yeah.
I didn't want to buy anybody in. Okay, anybody who came in was committed. I did gather customers for them. I used to go to Illinois, Southern Illinois, and gathered a lot of customers for this guy, and made sure that I didn't miss a bonus. That's all I did, sir.
Make sure that versus-
We had Wednesday, I had 10 people in my business that were working at that time, and I had 6 meetings as a senior that was in Illinois with 4 in Illinois, 2 in Missouri, 1 in Troy, Missouri, 1 in Fallon, Missouri, and then this other 4 meetings were in Illinois that I was doing again. And I was running between the meetings, I was not there all the time in the meetings, because I had a newspaper to run too. So 1 or 2 nights a week I'd show up at the meetings, other times, the other people ran the meetings. My RCs, SCs ran the meetings, okay? And I invited other SCs above me to come and run my meetings. You understand? Like,
Gotcha. Yep.
Todd brings in Andy. Say, this is Todd's meeting, Todd brings Andy to come in and run the meeting, that's to Todd's benefit. Or say, so I used my 2 upline guys to run my meeting, even though I started the meeting, my people were there, but I didn't have the rank to actually deliver, because you have to be a senior consultant to be running the show. You didn't have the rank. So,
Gotcha.
so guys, this here made me, for me, it was $77,000. Almost $78,000. My target was 60, I got to 77. That's when I decided that I don't need anything else, because my beating, the number that I needed to beat was $4,200 on a monthly basis, would take care of every bill in my house. That was the number to beat. And I beat that, it took me 8 months. Okay, and I doubled it in 5 months after that. So that was it for me. The situation was at that point, like if I continue on building my newspaper, I would have to buy another title, I would have to build another title up, or I sell the newspaper, sell the magazine, and go full-time in this thing because the blue sky was here. Okay, and my target was not to make 50,000 or 60,000. If last 24 years, tax return, if you see my tax return, you will see every year is 6 figures, and multi-6 figures. Because I decided I didn't want to be, and now, my decision is entirely different. But before Ambit Energy, you know, the other businesses that I did, I didn't do it for just doing a business like lots of people do. Like, I want to make a little bit of income. I did it to create, this is something I'm teaching you. Don't think that I'm just a money hungry guy, but this is a shift in the mind, my part of it, and it has to happen with some people. This is a pile of cash, okay? This is a proven theory by Tony Robbins, and you can read about it.
We love Tony.
You know Robert? Okay. Read his book called Money Master the Game. He talks about this pile of cash. You have to arrive at the pile of cash. However way you arrive at the pile of cash, you've got to arrive at that pile of cash. Whatever your determined pile of cash is, Don, yours is going to be different, and yours is going to be different. Todd's is going to be really different from me and you. Okay, but the thing is, so his pile of cash is big, different.
He's got 3 kids, he's got to worry about.
He's got where, and he's got.
Yeah.
he's
In private
got his-
school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Private
And
school.
private
So-
school.
So Andy's pile of cash is going to be different. Whatever your pile of cash is, you've got to arrive at the pile of cash before the age of 60, 65 years old. Okay, before the retirement age for anywhere else, you get arrive at this pile of cash. My pile of cash is $15 million. Okay. Why is it 15 million? Why not 20? I'll tell you why. Self-limiting belief. That's it. Nothing else. I should think about 20. I should think about 25. $15 million. Why I want to arrive at $15 million is this, guys. When you go build any business, ultimately, when do you exit the business, Greg?
Usually when you die.
Huh?
Yeah, you shouldn't, yeah, well, it depends on,
Yeah, it's a
Business
downturn of the
is.
business. Somebody comes in on offers, that opens the door. Sometimes it's a bad situation happens in the economy and stuff like that, and we have to sell the business. Fire sale, all these people going out of business all the time. That's when that happens. So when you're looking to exit the business, you're forced by external forces to exit the business. Normally, people don't want to exit the business. I've sold 8 businesses, and I've gone and done some, M&A stuff, merger and acquisition. I've taken some, religious studies in this and that. Here's what they tell you. They tell you to sell the business, not when the business is here. They tell you to sell the business right here.
Right.
Before the business, it's peaking is when you find a buyer, sell that business, and you glory, and that it's all money at that point. Because they see you making a tremendous amount of money, your valuation is high. So what I realized is this, in Ambit Energy, to get to that point, I have to get to here. Where my valuation, my personal time valuation is gonna be extremely high if I can promote to executive consultant really quickly. That's what you guys did in 6 months. Does it make sense?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't do it because you thought you could make money at something else, and you could do it in anything else you wanted. But because super performers understand that part that you decided in July, something happened in your head, and you decided, hey, you know what? This is a vehicle for me to make that 70 grand right away. I need to make, your target probably wasn't 70 grand. You shot past it. You might have thought 50 grand, wasn't it? I don't
It
know.
was even half.
Even half.
We had no idea the potential.
Yeah. What
We
the
literally
potential-
didn't know
yeah.
the potential.
So that's exactly what happens in network marketing. You shoot past that thing there because you've got a small goal, and then you say, I'm gonna put all in. You went all in. I know you guys did.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I cannot believe anything else, because if I saw your business, if you open up the Yoli chart there, or diagram there, I can tell you exactly what happened in the thing, and you went all out. Your 8 lines of business produced an enormous amount of people, and they brought in the volume there, and you reached to the pinnacle right there. Normally in a business cycle, you'll have to reach that pinnacle, it'll take you 10 to 15 years by time frame. Anywhere. John?
Easy.
He's been a business owner for a long time, very successful business owner.
Right.
You take you 15, 20 years to arrive at the pinnacle of that business where you can actually say, hey, I'm here, I'm building my pile of cash. So a pile of cash cannot be built here, cannot be built here, can somewhat be started here. But where do you think the pile of cash can really start happening?
Easy.
When you go to executive consulting, when your income outpaces everything else that you have ever done before. So that's an executive consultant pay. Let's take a look at executive pay. Executive pay. is this.
I told you to turn it off.
I know.
No, that's fine.
What is going
No,
on?
no, no. No problem, that's fine. So executive pay is different. Okay, executive pay, we also get a salary. Executives get a salary in our company, we get $1,000 a month, extra given to us. And why is it given to us? Because we need certain quotas, we have a quota, I have a quota, Becky's gonna have a quota, all my executives have a quota. So they have to meet 8 consultants every month and 40 customers in their executive consultant code. So 8 consultants, let's take a look at an 8 consultant. 1 consultant in the executive code gives you $630. I'm gonna give you this number as a double bonus when the M is running double.
Right.
On a time and a half bonus, when it's running time and a half, it is still $482. Okay, so $485, right? Good money here, $500 a consultant coming in the business with 5 customers. With double money, $630. Okay, so if you did 8 multiplied by $630, how much is it? That's about
24.
6 times 8, 48.
48. It's
48.
48 plus 30.
8 multiplied by 630, so I should 40. 5,004. Okay,
So
that's
it's
8
not
consultants personally bringing in. And when you go to executive consultant, I want you to bring in a lot of personals in the thing, because at that point, money's so cool. It's just that, you don't need to worry about anything else.
Right.
Say $5,040, plus you get $1,000, Ambit gives you, so it's $6,040 that you get, multiply that by 12,
48.
480. If you didn't do anything other than personal recruiting, there's no volume to worry about, there's nothing to worry about. Your residual is getting built here by building the business.
Yep.
It's continuously building. Todd told me this thing, he says, Mayor, I'm not in a hurry to go to SC, I'm gonna go to SC. He's gonna go to SC really in a hurry, because you guys are gonna build very quickly, automatically pushes start to SC. But he's designing the business or pushing the business down levels here, and he's not forgetting his marketing code. He's got some super players in his marketing code. Ryan, and then what's his name?
It's, Yeah,
guy.
Steve, and then I also have a Tom.
Yeah, this guy, all of these guys are in his marketing code, they're running hard. You guys are gonna be
Scott.
the main superstars in his regional code. You'll run hard and you'll build a massive organization. You'll become his first level executive and national consultant. I guarantee you.
You're welcome.
You will become national consultant. I don't see anything different. This room is full of national consultants. This is not, I'm not joking. I'm not, telling you
Blowing
what
smoke.
not gonna, no blowing smoke here. Because I don't, when I told Todd, he just laughed at me like, like, no, Todd, really, accept that, because you know what? You are that caliber person that will go to national
If
consultant.
you don't believe it, you won't get there.
You won't get there. He's gonna do it. You're gonna do it. And this is your chance to get to the top of the pay plan really, really quickly. So what I want you to do, accelerate the growth here to regional to senior, marketing to senior really quickly, and then let's work on this to 120 to 600. So I'm gonna give you a cheat sheet, okay? 6 consultants, 30 customers. As quickly as you can get to 30 customers, don't wait, drop the consultant, drop 30 customers, and boom, it's done. It's over with.
Okay.
You don't have to look back in your MC code again. No requalification necessary. Okay, guess what? You go to regional consultant, get 90 customers, or 54 if you want to get 3 underneath them. 18 consultants. Line up your 18 now. Don, I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you don't line up the 18 right now, man,
Right, I know, I know.
you know what to do.
I know why.
So because
You
your
have to know
mind,
who they
you have
are.
to know who they are. You
Yeah.
don't deviate. You stay on the plan, and you put them in the system. You get them in the system and say, hey, I'm putting 3 customers in there. Let's go run hard.
Right.
Let's go run hard. And if I do this, they're gonna do it too. That's all it is. Nothing else. You show this. Pace of the team is set by what? Pace of the leader.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. If they're running, you fly. If you work hard, I gotta work harder if I'm gonna lead you guys. Is that the case? So guess what? You do this part really quickly. Get that done, get it out of the way. Let's go make this money. Let's get to executive consultant. You go to executive consultant, your money, this is not the only thing you're gonna get, okay? There is residual coming from all of this. There's quarters coming from here, 50 cents coming from here, 75 cents coming from here, all those customers there. Double, triple coated money. That night, I didn't show you guys that one part in the thing. Once you go to executive consultant, you asked me like, you need the proof. You need a
Well,
proof
and it's
for it.
just hard for me to visualize because it's a different concept.
It is, man, it is, yeah. It's difficult for people to come in from another company.
It
They've
is.
done exceptionally well, and you've done exceptionally well. And trust me, if you were in my business making 70 grand in 6 months time frame, you'd be second money owner in my organization. My top guy just made barely over 145. You understand what I'm saying? Barely over 145. You'd be the top guy there. Just in my organization. So I'm lucky, I'm blessed, you have no idea how much I talk about you guys to everybody. You haven't proven anything to me. You haven't made any money, you haven't not gotten the pins yet, nothing.
Right.
But your word, your names are everywhere, all over my business. Everywhere I talk about it, like these 2 guys came in. Man, they're gonna be so good. I can't believe Todd brought them in. It's like, how did Todd find them? That's awesome. Say, how did Todd
32
find this
years.
guy?
Childhood friend.
Huh?
Childhood friend.
That's awesome.
32 years.
But the belief that
We trust him.
I had in him,
He's not
that's
gonna lead us
awesome.
the wrong way.
And I will not, let me tell you, I promise you this, I will not guide you astray. There is no financial gain for me if I guide you astray. Does that make sense?
Right, exactly.
I will guide you the fastest, the quickest method. We built 10 executive consultants last year, January to December. 10 people became executives in our business.
You have to duplicate.
You got to forget. There's executives here, and executives here in my business. But this money here is nothing. Average income for an executive consultant is 120K. Minimum. That's a low end. If you're not making 120, you're nobody in the business as an executive.
Mhm.
Bigger executives make this. Then you are in the top 10. It's actually 770 you hit. 770 was last year's number to hit top 10 in AMDA. Okay, you can do that.
Oh, yeah.
As an executive.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
They're not nationals.
Yeah.
National money, I didn't even show you national money. National money adds on another $150 or $1,500
Yeah.
every month to you. Okay, so you get paid on the national money a whole lot more, but
Sure.
I don't even wanna see that we'll just get there
This is
first.
it, you need to go to executive.
Yep.
It's
Yeah, get there
doable.
first.
If you gave me 6 months of what you did last year,
Sure.
from
That was
this
my
point
next
on,
question, thank you.
you give me 6 months, 5 months, we can do it. 5 seniors, we have to do it, 5 seniors. Becky did it from last November, last October to December. She brought in, she was at 90, wasn't it 89? You were number 89? She was 89 away in September. In December, she was 20 away
Oh wow.
It's fantastic.
to go to the executive.
Yeah.
Cut that number down really quick.
Oh, yeah.
It's just her focus, just her attention.
No, it was you.
No, it's not me.
It was you.
It was the whip.